downtown LA. Is it like hot down here at this point? Yeah, of course.
Testing. Okay, hello everyone. Just a couple housekeeping items. When the fighters are posing, which they are going to pose first before they sit down, do not stand up in the front rows, okay? We have a lot of cameras back there. Some cameras are on the floor. We want everybody to get the shot after they talk. After the formal presentation, there might be an opportunity more for some standing, but we're going to be live on a stream, so everybody please don't get in the way of the shot. And people that don't have a seat, we're trying to get a couple more chairs, but that's about it. Thank you. We're almost ready to start. That's a little poofy, so be careful.
Yeah, well, also when I'm doing, when I'm introing and stuff, I'll intro both guys, get off to there, that way you get clear the shot. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll just move back here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
That way.
Don't worry about this.
All right. Thank you. Oh yes, yeah, because of yours.
Barrios first with scrum and then you direct it. Okay, we can, you and I are close and we can look and see. kayo na mahal ito ba?
You tell them, and then they'll let me know when to go.
Brittany, tell him he can come up a little bit. Okay. Just don't want to get knocked. All right, you guys, we're ready. We're ready. Give him a countdown and we'll go. All right, has everybody run? You're up there. He's right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon and welcome to Los Angeles as we are very excited for what is to come on Saturday, July 19th from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Summer is heating up and we have a dynamic fight card from top to bottom. It is PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video coming your way at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. All four of our pay-per-view fights very well could be main events anywhere in the world. Let's meet the fighters who will be stepping inside the ring on Saturday, July 19th. We have featherweights to begin the evening. This man has a record of 27 wins, 4 losses, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. A 3-time title challenger, most recently defeating Arnold Kagai back in March. Joining us from right here in Los Angeles, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Joet Gonzalez. his opponent on Saturday, July 19th. His record, 25 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 19 wins coming by way of knockout. A former 122 and former 126-pound world champion from Weslaco, Texas, currently training in Southern California with renowned trainer Manny Robles. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the former world champion, Brandon, the Heartbreaker Figueroa. Figueroa and Gonzalez to begin the night. It is PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video, Saturday, July 19th. And now we'll meet our next fighters. This one in the super lightweight division. This one a rematch. Indeed, the world has been waiting for. As we bring up, this man has a record of 22 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws, 17 wins coming by way of a knockout. Just 26 years of age, fighting out of San Diego, known for his aggressive style that he used to give Pitbull Cruz all that he can handle back in February. He joins us from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, Angel Fierro. And his opponent, a man he knows quite well. This man with a record of 27 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 18 wins coming by way of a knockout. A former 140-pound world champion looking to score a second straight victory over the man standing on the stage in Angel Fierro. Joining us from Mexico City, here is the fan favorite, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Isaac Cruz, Angel Fierro, the rematch on Saturday, July 19th. PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video in Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Gracias. And this one, another rematch. This for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World. This man with a record of 25 wins, 2 losses, 18 wins coming by way of knockout. A former Super Welterweight World Champion, most recently returned to action with an emphatic 4th-round stoppage over Joey Spencer back in April. An Australian superstar joining us from Sydney. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Tim Azoo. And his opponent, his record, 22 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Most recently dominated Cordell Booker back in March, stopping him in the 4th round. He is the reigning and defending WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World from Coachella, California. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the world champion, Sebastian, the Towering Inferno Fundura. The rematch. The rematch between Fundora and Tim Azoo. What a bloody affair that they had, and they rematch yet again. The co-main event on Saturday, July 19th. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up our main event combatants on Saturday, July 19th. It is PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. The champion, 29 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 18 wins coming by way of knockout, representing San Antonio, Texas. He won the title with a dominant victory over Yordenis Ugas back in 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the reigning WBC Welterweight Champion of the World, the always entertaining Mario El Azteca Barrios. The champ is here. And now let's meet his adversary. This man, 62 wins, 8 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins coming by way of a knockout. The fighting pride of the Philippines, hailing from Sarangani province. He'll be looking to break his own record by becoming the oldest welterweight champion in history. He set the mark by defeating Keith Thurman back in July of 2019. He has defeated 8 current Hall of Famers, and he will be inducted this weekend into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. He's the 8 Division World Champion. Please welcome back to the sport of boxing, the legend Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. We are awaiting the entrance of Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, but he's certainly going to make history, as there has never been, if he is successful and able to capture a world title, then he will go ahead and become the first Hall of Famer to be a reigning champion once again. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the sport of boxing, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Ladies and gentlemen, Manny Pacquiao, Mario Barrios, for Barrios WBC Welterweight Championship of the World. It is our main event on Saturday, July 19th. PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video from the historic MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. What a night it is going to be, as we cannot wait for that very evening, as both men, and we have all 8 fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, what a scintillating card that we are expecting on Saturday, July 19th in Las Vegas. But it's not all good news, as the boxing community is a very tight-knit community. And Premier Boxing Champions, we lost several incredible members of our boxing community. First, an esteemed trainer, father of world champion Leo Santa Cruz, Jose Santa Cruz, passed away yesterday. And also days ago, the Hall of Famer, 3 Division World Champion Mike the Body Snatcher McCallum also passed away. So at this time, I would ask that you all please rise. As we do in the sport of boxing, that is customary. We will toll the bell 10 times in the memory of Jose Santa Cruz and Mike the Body Snatcher McCallum. May they rest in peace. You can all take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, Saturday, July 19th, first ballot International Boxing Hall of Famer Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao will look to add another memorable highlight to his legendary career and become the oldest welterweight champion in history, breaking his own record when he challenges the hard-hitting WBC welterweight champion of the world, Mario El Azteca Barrios. It is headlining a star-studded night of PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video that comes your way from my favorite venue in boxing, the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. The co-main event will see a rematch of 2024's bloodiest fight, as reigning WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the world, Sebastian the Towering Inferno Fundora, once again clashes with Australian superstar and former world champion Tim Tszyu. The pay-per-view begins at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. It'll also feature 2 all-action clashes, including a rematch in the super lightweight division between Mexican star Isaac Pitbull Cruz, as he will take on Angel Fierro in a 12-round rematch. And to open up the pay-per-view, we will see Brandon the Heartbreaker Figueroa match up against Joet Gonzalez in a 10-round featherweight matchup. Now, pre-sale tickets are on sale right now until 10 o'clock Pacific time tonight. You can get them at AXS.com. Use the code word PBC. Again, pre-sale tickets are available. They are going quickly. They are on until 10 o'clock. Go to AXS.com. Use the code word PBC. And also for the general on sale for the public, they will go on sale tomorrow, June 4th at 10 a.m. Eastern through AXS.com. A fine thank you to the promoters involved, TGB Promotions. It's also being promoted in association with MP Promotions, Samson Boxing, No Limit Boxing, and the Rose Brothers, and Mayweather Promotions, and sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Now, Manny Pacquiao will be inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame this weekend, but also a man who deserves his rightful place into the International Boxing Hall of Fame, the smartest boxing guy that I know without a doubt, works tirelessly and has promoted some unbelievable events time and time again, the president of TGB Promotions, Mr. Tom Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
Gotta love Ray. Well, thank you very much. Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. I got to tell you, what an impressive group of fighters we have up here, huh? I'm going to make this real quick so we can hurry up and get to them. But I just want to say, Saturday, July 19th is truly going to be an historic night. This will be one of the most anticipated fight nights this year, because we have an absolute powerhouse lineup of fights. These are the type of fights that promise the fans an incredible night from the opening bell all the way through the main event. So like I said, I'm going to get out of here, let these fighters speak. I want to thank everyone for coming, and we'll see you all July 19th out in Las Vegas. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Greatly appreciate it. When Tom Brown says it's a historic night of boxing, you listen, because he is absolutely spot on. Also, during our main event, we have the WBC Welterweight Championship of the World on the line. Mario Barrios defending his crown against Manny Pacquiao. Also, the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World is on the line, with Sebastian Fundora putting his crown on the line against Tim Tszyu. We want to bring up the president of the World Boxing Council, the esteemed Mr. Mauricio Suleiman.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm happy Tom was very brief, because I'm going to take a long time. It's okay, Tom? Well, before anything, I'd like to express my condolences to Santa Cruz family. We just heard the 10 bell for a beautiful man who fought so hard, and he defeated cancer for 10 years, but now he's in a better place and he's resting in peace. Today is a very special day to make this announcement. Muhammad Ali passed away in 2016 precisely on this day. And that is going to set what this event is going to be all about. You look at these tables and you see 6 world champions and 2 future world champions. To see Manny Pacquiao try to become a world champion when he first won the WBC flyweight champion in 1998, and has had one of the greatest careers in history, conquering every single allocate you can imagine. But he's fighting this man, Mario Barrios, the proud man of San Antonio, a tough, strong world champion who is not going to just let his WBC green belt just go like that. To see Fierro fight Pitbull Cruz in the rematch from one of the best fights I have seen in a decade. To see Sebastian Fundora fight Tszyu in a rematch also of one of the most dramatic and most spectacular fights is very special. And my dear Figueroa from the beautiful family against this kid who is wanting to become a star in boxing. I am very proud as WBC president to be part of this event, Green and Gold Night in Las Vegas, July 19. The WBC is going to fully support this event with many social responsibility activations. Premier Boxing is a company that has dedicated as no one else to protect the fighters, to give the fighters what they deserve. And this pay-per-view event in Las Vegas is going to be spectacular. There's nothing else I can say. What we want to hear is the fighters. But I'm just very enthused. And I'm going to be flying back from the Riyadh Grand Prix directly to be here and to be with these great champions that we have. God bless you all. I wish you the best of luck. Échele ganas. Que salga lo mejor de todos ustedes. From you, from the down under. Akadaka, my favorite group. And God bless you. Thank you so very much. And Tom Brown, you're a sensational promoter. PBC is a sensational company with all my friends that are always there working very hard. And thank you to all the media that has shown today. This shows the level of event we will have July 19. Muchas gracias.
Mauricio Suleiman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet from the fighters. We want to bring up first. This man has a record of 27 wins, 4 losses, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. The exciting contender from Los Angeles. Please welcome Joeta Gonzalez.
Good evening. First and foremost, I want to thank God, for all the blessings and the struggles in my life. It's made me who I am today. I want to thank Tom Brown, Al Heyman, PBC for the opportunity. My manager, Frankie Espinoza, for helping me get this deal done. My dad, who's my trainer, always pushing me past my limits, and my mother, who's always there, just in case I need that mother's hand. I'm very excited for this fight. It's a blessing. It's always been a goal of mine to be on a stage like this, pay-per-view. I always train really hard, and I'm coming with everything to get that win July 19th, and I'll be ready. Thank you, guys.
Round of applause for Joeta Gonzalez. And now let's meet his opponent. 25 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 19 wins coming by way of knockout. A former 122 and 126-pound world champion with a 76% knockout percentage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the always entertaining Brandon the Heartbreaker Figueroa.
Hello, good evening everyone. First I want to thank God, my family, my father, mom, sister, everyone that has helped me get to this point. Big shout out to my cousin. And also I have a new trainer, Manny Robles. We've been working together for the past 4 weeks and I feel incredible. Edgar Hassel, Matias Urban. We've been working hard, guys. I'm just very happy, very proud. Also big shout out to Luis de Cuba, Al Heyman, TGB Promotions. I'm just very excited. If you asked me when I started my career, if I ever imagined myself fighting under Manny Pacquiao, I would say you're crazy, but this is destiny, and I'm just very happy to share this card with these gentlemen that are hungry, and it's just motivating, man, just knowing that after me, you have these great fighters coming, so I have to welcome the crowd, warm them up, and I know Joeta Gonzalez comes ready. And we're going to give fans a great show, open up the card and let everyone know that, man, this card is stacked and it's amazing, it's beautiful, and this is one of the reasons why I love boxing. So thank you to the media for showing up. Thank you everyone for the love and support, and stay tuned. July 19th, thank you.
Thank you very much to Brandon Figueroa. And now we focus our attention on the super lightweight division, a rematch. And what a battle this was. This man with a record of 22 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws, 17 wins, coming by way of knockout from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Angel Fierro.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes a todos. Primero que nada agradecer a PBC, a mi empresa Bosta, por la gran oportunidad y muy emocionados por estar en esta gran cartelera alrededor de grandes peleadores. Manny Pacquiao, que ha hecho una increíble historia. Barrios, todos contentos, y estoy seguro que el 19 de julio no va a ser la excepción. Mi pelea contra Pitbull Cruz, dejé un gran sabor de boca esta pelea pasada en febrero en Vegas, y esta aún va a ser mejor. Gracias.
Thank you very much for having me here. First of all, allow me to thank PBC and everyone involved in this fight for making it happen. And look at me right here, surrounded by so many great fighters. Manny Pacquiao, who has made history over and over. Mario Barrios, also outstanding. Everyone that I'm surrounded with. And I'm here to take the bitter taste from my mouth that I had from the first fight against Isaac Cruz. It's going to be an absolutely great fight. Once again, I'm really thankful, and I can't wait for it. You can't miss it.
Martin Bader, our translator, Angel Fierro's comments, and now we bring up a man who very much accustomed to seeing each other as they had an absolute war. His record, 27 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 18 wins coming by way of knockout, a former 140-pound world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, what a reception this man gets when he steps inside the ring. Here is Isaac Pitbull Cruz.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes a todos. Antes que nada quiero dar mi más sentido pésame a la familia Santa Cruz, y que Dios les pueda dar una pronta recuperación. Y bueno, agradecido con Aljaimo por una nueva oportunidad, y bueno, vamos a dar un gran espectáculo en esta gran cartelera el próximo 19 de julio, y vamos por la victoria. Gracias.
Well, first of all, allow me to give my deepest condolences to the Santa Cruz family, and I would like to thank Heyman, PBC, everybody for giving me this opportunity. Once again, we're going to put on a show, so you're going to come out, see me, and hopefully get the victory, and I can't wait to see you all in Vegas. Thank you very much.
Isaac Pitbull Cruz, ladies and gentlemen. From one rematch to the other, this one for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World. With a record of 25 wins, 2 losses, 18 wins coming by way of knockout. He's been led by his great team at No Limit Boxing, along with the Rose Brothers. He's an Australian superstar from City and son of the Hall of Famer Kostya Tszyu. As we mentioned, coming off of an emphatic victory over Joey Spencer back in April. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former world champion from Australia, the challenger, Tim Tszyu.
First of all, I want to thank PBC, No Limit, my team, and everyone around me for this opportunity. A year ago, a bit over a year ago, me and Fandora produced, I'd say a classic, you know, a fight that will be remembered in the hearts and in the memories of a lot of people for a very long time. This fight is round 13. It's a new chapter. It's a new beginning. Even though things didn't go my way, I intend to pick back where I started. I know Fandora is one hell of a fighter, one hell of a champion, the current king at, I believe, at 154. But it's my turn to reclaim the throne, and we're going to give the fans a real great treat, and to be sharing a card with all these crazy world champions. This is the fight card of the year. We've been watching these cards and they haven't delivered, but this is the card that will deliver, because you got 4 unbelievable, tremendous fights, and we're all going to give it our very best. So again, thank you for the opportunity. I'm glad to be back fighting on the biggest stage of them all for the WBC World Title, and may the best man win.
Tim Tszyu, ladies and gentlemen. And now, the champion, with a record of 22 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 14 wins coming by way of knockout. He's trained by his father, Freddy Fundora, alongside his sister, undisputed flyweight world champion Gabriela, and is promoted by the legendary Samson Lukowicz, having come off of a 4th-round TKO over Cordell Booker back in March. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending WBC Super Welterweight champion of the world, Sebastian the Towering Inferno Fundora.
Hello, everyone. First off, I'd like to thank Al Heyman, Lucito, Samson, my father, everybody in my team. I'm very happy to be back with such an incredible opponent. Last time we put on a great show. I'm pretty sure we're going to do another one like that. You know, I'm just ready to show the world again why I'm the best 154. That's it.
Thank you very much to the Towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora, defending his WBC Super Welterweight crown on Saturday, July 19th. It is PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. That starts 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Pre-sale tickets are on sale right now, AXS.com until 10 p.m. Pacific time. Use the code word PBC, on sale to the general public tomorrow, Wednesday, June 4th, starting at 10 a.m. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the evening, with a record of 29 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 18 wins coming by way of a knockout. He's been unbeaten for over 3 years. He's trained in Las Vegas under the guidance of Bob Santos. He's the pride and joy of San Antonio, Texas, and he is the reigning and defending WBC Welterweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Mario El Azteca Barrios.
Afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here. I want to give a big shout out to Tom Brown, everybody at TGB, Al Heyman, everybody at PBC, Luis de Cubas Jr., my team, Bob Santos, Richard Barrios, my sister. I'm defending my WBC title against a legend. You know, this is huge, something I never really, you know, pictured unfolding, but you know, it's here, and it's on one of the biggest cards of the year. I'm just, you know, I'm stoked to be here. I'm stoked for this opportunity, and yeah, July 19th is going to be a night of boxing I don't want to miss. Thank you.
The champion, Mario El Azteca Barrios. And now, we want to bring up a man who's a legend in the sport, looking to add another chapter to his legacy by going from Hall of Famer, literally will be inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame this weekend, to becoming a world champion yet again, something that has never been done before. His record, 62 wins, 8 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins coming by way of knockout. He also heads MP Promotions with Sean Gibbons, promoting Izat Pitbull Cruz, among many others. He's the fighting pride of the Philippines. Boxing has missed him, and we welcome him back with open arms. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the 8-division world champion from Sarangani Province in the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao.
First of all, I would like to thank God for this another opportunity in my life that I never imagined that I'm back. And to PBC Promotion, TGB, and especially to all Heyman, to all the organizers, to all the media and fans. Nice to see you guys again. And to the boxing fans all over the world, thank you for accepting me again as a boxer. And I hope that this July 19 can entertain you guys for this our performance with Mario Barrios. I want to say thank you to his family also, and to my team Pacquiao. You're live again. And to all the undercards, we must do something in our training camp so that we can give a good fight to the fans, and the fans will be happy on that night on July 19. So all I can say is God bless everyone. This is our job to entertain the boxing fans. So we must do our best to give a good fight. And what I'm doing right now, I can't believe that Manny Pacquiao from 90s, I started my career of professional boxing in 1995 until now. So amazingly, that's a blessings from God. And the fire, the determination, eagerness to train hard, to work hard. Even now, I'm enjoying working out hard, like running the mountain, working out in the afternoon, like amazing. Not all the fighters has this feelings. This is favor, blessings from God, I believe, and the strength. Can you imagine that I've been through all those big fights in my life, but I'm still here. Manny Pacquiao is back. So thank you to all of you for believing Manny Pacquiao and to all the boxing industry. Good luck to all of us. Thanks.
The 8th Division World Champion, the Hall of Famer Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. As he said, Manny Pacquiao is back. Now let's talk to the fighters first. I will start off with Joet Gonzalez. Joet taking on Brandon Figueroa. What type of statement are you looking to make on Saturday, July 19th?
Big statement. Most importantly, I'm coming to get this win. It's a great opportunity for me, and I just want to get the win, and that's what I'm planning on doing.
Brandon, when they called you and they said Joet Gonzalez, a guy who's a former world title challenger, has been in there against the world's best, has a very come forward, aggressive style. You know what it's like. You like to come into the center of the ring and throw a lot of punches and bunches, but your thoughts on your opponent?
Oh, I mean, I always say yes. I'm always down for a fight. And, I know Joet Gonzalez comes ready. And, yeah, man, I'm just very excited that, styles makes fights. And this opening card is going to be amazing, and I just can't wait to get in there.
Joet, with a card of this magnitude, how much do you really want to go ahead and not only win, but win in spectacular fashion, because you know that the world will be watching on Saturday, July 19th?
Yeah, the whole world will be, tuned in. And I'm like I said before, I'm just trying to get this win. I'm training really hard, and I'm coming in here to win and leave it all on the line and give the fans a great fight. And I think from top to bottom, all these fighters have the potential to steal that night, and I'm planning on doing that.
Brandon, you're now training under the guidance of Manny Robles here in Southern California. He has been a world champion trainer in the likes of Andy Ruiz and most recently Armando Resendiz, who we saw victorious this past weekend. But the impact that Manny Robles has had with you.
Oh, yes, definitely. I'm learning every day from him and his team. Very professional. And like I said, we're just getting started. We're finding a groove together, and I just want to let him know that I'm coming to work, and I come to our work and I'll perform. And July 19th is the big test, but I know I'll be ready. I know he's gonna get me ready, sharp, mind, body, spirit, and go out there and get this win, and hopefully challenge for a belt.
10 rounds in the featherweight division. Brandon Figueroa matching up against Joet Gonzalez. Now our next matchup, a rematch, the first of 2 rematches on PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. Start with Angel Fierro. Angel, in that first matchup, what a battle it was, a seesaw affair. The fans were just absolutely elated, on their feet. What did you learn in that first outing against Isaac Pitbull Cruz?
Bueno, Ángel, qué pelea que fue la primera, ¿no? La gente estaba de pie, se robaron el show. ¿Qué conclusiones sacaste de aquella primera vez contra Isaac que vas a tomar para esta revancha?
Bueno, vamos a dar una gran pelea. Tenemos un gran entrenador que es Robert García, que está aquí conmigo. Entonces tengo mucha confianza. Ya lo descifré una vez él, y pues esta vez me ha tocado volverlo a descifrar a mí. Ya la pelea pasada demostré los errores de Pitbull Cruz. Demostré que no tiene la quejada que dicen que tiene, Y bueno, esta pelea vengo a ganar al 100%. Ganar o ganar, no hay otra en mi mentalidad.
Well, you know what? I figured out Isaac Cruz the last time. Now he's going to have to figure me out. Isaac doesn't have the chin that people say that he has. So let's see if he can figure out what to do in this rematch, because I'm going to come to give him my all. It's win or go home, 100%. I don't think about anything else other than winning. I have a great trainer in Robert Garcia right here with me, and we have a great training camp, so I can't wait.
Isaac, Angel Fierro just said that you have a weak chin from your first outing. As you prepare for the rematch, your thoughts on what Angel Fierro just said?
Isaac, una respuesta a lo que dijo acá Ángel sobre lo del mentón, la quijada que la gente dice que tenés, pero que él no cree que la tenés.
Está bien, no la tengo, pero aún así la gané.
You know what? Okay, I may not have that chin like you say, but I still beat you.
La ganaste con duda, por algo estamos aquí.
Well, clearly we're here because you didn't win it so convincingly, so let's see what happens next. Ahora que...
Isaac, you want to respond to that?
No le voy a responder. Le voy a responder el 19 de julio a golpes y dar un gran espectáculo.
It's not even worth replying to right now.
Ahí te espero.
So Isaac was saying that it's not even worth replying to Angel right now, that he just wants to reply with his fists on July 19th. And Angel was saying, okay, I'm going to wait for you right here.
My final question to you, Angel, and then I'll go to Pitbull Cruz. Why do you think he has a weak chin?
Pero entonces, ¿por qué decir que tiene una quijada más débil, más vulnerable de lo que la gente piensa? ¿Qué te hace pensar eso?
Lo logré lastimar en el tercer round, aunque por ahí diga que le pegué la nuca, jamás. Entonces, lo que digo lo cumplo, lo demostré en esta pelea pasada. Le dije que venía al choque y me puse enfrente de él. Le demostré las cualidades que tengo, demostré que tengo quijada, y esta pelea vengo otra vez por él. No vengo a quitarme, soy un ferrocarril para adelante, y pues bueno, veríamos de dónde los dos salen más correas.
Because in the third round of our last fight, I showed how I could rock him. So no matter what he says, that happened. And I'm a man of my word. I said that I was going to come stand right up next to him in the ring, in the center of the ring, and I was going to brawl. And it's going to be the same thing now. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to give my best, and I'm going to just brawl my way to winning the fight no matter what.
Isaac, do his words agitate you at all?
¿Te agitan, te perturban de alguna manera las palabras de Ángel, lo que está diciendo?
No, de ninguna manera. Es un peleador más que quiere hablar antes del ring, y bueno, yo le voy a dar un espectáculo a la gente.
Yo el 19 hablé arriba del ring.
No, not at all, because you know what, he's just one more of a long line of talkers that like to talk outside the ring. I like to do my talking inside the ring.
There's already heat up here. It is Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Angel Fierro, the rematch. Now our co-main event for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Tim Tszyu back in action here in the United States after looking outstanding in your win over Joey Spencer. But Tim, since you came up short and you lost your title to Sebastian Fundora, as you look ahead towards what you claim to be round 13, what did you learn from that fight in your first outing with Sebastian Fundora?
I felt like I felt him. I felt like sort of that things were going according to plan. Look, I can't go back and relive it, of course, but I have to just put on something that what I put on before, and that's quite simple. Just do some simple boxing. So adjust your style a little bit, not necessarily. Well, look, I got 8 weeks more. I've had 10 weeks to actually prepare for this style, which is a blessing. Knowing that you have Fundora in 2 weeks is quite hard from swapping opponents. But look, that's no excuses. But yeah, just being able to work out a certain game plan, work on the mistakes that were previously done before, and then yeah, get the job done this time. Sebastian, how do you make sure that it is a repeat performance and you once again leave Las Vegas with your hand raised and that WBC Super Welterweight Championship in your possession?
I just have to stick to my plan. You know, me and my father had a plan for the last fight. We'll have a plan for this fight. It's just who has a better team, I think. That's who's going to win the fight. And for sure, my team is better.
How much have you gotten better over the course of since you fought Tim Tszyu?
I think it's just growing. You know, now we're 27. I think all these stars are lined up for me. You know, my father told me at 24 we'll become a champion. We were interim champion at the time. So these predictions are kind of true, you know. So now we're growing into our full man strength. We're learning on the job. Now we're fighting on these big stages. So, you know, everything comes with baby steps, but now these baby steps are like miles long. So, you know, again, I just have to listen to what my dad tells me to do, and I'll be ready.
For you, Tim, mentally, you know that Sebastian Fundora is a very high contact, high volume kind of a fighter. How do you prepare for the kind of physicality that you are going to experience? Because you like to get physical, you like to mix it up, you like to go toe-to-toe at times. He does as well. Mentally, how do you prepare for what is likely going to be a physically taxing fight?
I'm already prepared. You know, if you tell me tomorrow we can go at it, I'll go at it tomorrow. You know, it doesn't bother me. I'm not focusing on that. He should be thinking about the physically taxing fight that he's going to be having against me. That's what's on my mind.
Sebastian, your response to what he said in terms of it is likely going to be a physically taxing fight, a grueling affair, one where you guys are going to have to go to that quote-unquote extra mile.
I'm no stranger to those fights. I love those fights, you know. I'm sure he does. We saw it the first one, so, you know, bring it.
I can't wait for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Sebastian Fundora defending his WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World against Australian superstar Tim Tszyu. Now our main event, Mario Barrios, the WBC Welterweight Champion of the World. As you go after victory number 30 in your professional career, Mario, the opportunity to be able to defend this crown that you've worked so hard for. It has been your life mission to become a world champion. Now you're defending it against the guy who you've been watching, who's an 8-division world champion, and the Hall of Famer, Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, this is, you know, it's crazy to put into words. But yeah, you know, come July 19th, I'm going to be, you know, facing a legend is going to be across from me, you know, trying to, you know, take my WBC world title. But, you know, for me, it's just, you know, I have all the respect for him. You know, I have nothing but good things to say about him outside of the ring, but inside of there, you know, he's just another man, you know, trying to take what's mine. And, you know, it's been a long road, but, you know, I'm here and I'm the champion for a reason, and I'm going to show that on July 19th.
How much do you want to, from your standpoint, when the bell rings, you guys are obviously very cordial with each other, you're both respectful of one another, but the fact that you're going to have to hurt this guy, despite the fact that he is the legend, the goal is to go out there and hurt your opponent, that you have to go out there and really be aggressive and try to inflict damage upon Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, you know, he's a hard guy to dislike, but like I said, at the end of the day, you know, he's in there. It's a kill or be killed. You know, I know if at any point he has me hurt, you know, he's gonna get me out of there. You know, without a doubt. You know, and you know, so I have to go and make sure, you know, he's not successful, and I have to go in there and just make sure, you know, that my hand is raised at the end of the fight. You know, whether it's by stoppage or by decision.
Manny, how much have you missed the sport of boxing and the limelight, headlining in Las Vegas? You've done this time and time again over the course of your illustrious career, but now you're coming back after nearly 4 years away from the sport. When you decided to make that return, why so?
I returned to boxing because I miss boxing, especially this situation, like, you know, you get being interviewed and press con like that, training camp, everything like that. I miss that, but it's good for me because I rest my body for 4 years. I've been in boxing for more than almost 30 years, so I have to, good thing for me that I rest 4 years in my body. And now I'm back. I'm excited for the fans to give a good fight. You know me, I'm so dedicated to my career. Boxing is my passion. The way I train, the way I work hard, punishing myself to the limit.
and to make sure that I can give a good fight to the fans. So that's what you're expecting to me on that fight, July 19. It's going to be a good fight. I hope that Mario Barrios, I know he trained hard. He has to defend his belt. So I'm a challenger. So I have to make more extra mile to punish myself and able to win the fight. And that's my goal. All of us, our goal is to win the fight. So I always pray to God that on July 19, all the fighters are going to fight. Nothing's happened to them. We will entertain the millions of thousands or thousands of people watching around the world. It's going to be. We will make sure that they're going to be happy on July 19. So be there. If you can't, just watch by pay-per-view. It's going to be a good fight and a memorable fight. So, and I want to say thank you to Mauricio Sulaiman for this opportunity, WBC president. Of course, the PBC and TGB promotion. Thank you for giving us opportunity that we can show again our talents and give happiness to the boxing fans. Thank you.
Manny, you seem to, the great Manny Pacquiao, ladies and gentlemen, you seem to do things your way. Your boxing's only 8-division world champion, but now you can break your record and become the oldest welterweight champion in history. You did that back in July of 2019 when you're victorious over Keith Thurman. Now, as we look ahead towards July 19th, 2025, you can break your own record. What would that mean to you?
It means a lot for me on my boxing career as a breaking my own record, but my goal is to leave a legacy to the boxing fans, legacy that can inspire to those young generation who are dreaming for to be a champion. To be known as a champion not only in boxing industry but to the boxing fans all over the world. Thank you.
Mario, for you, you're trained under the guidance of Bob Santos, another outstanding trainer. Manny trained by the Hall of Famer Freddie Roach, but you heard from Manny that he wants to become and break his own record and be the oldest welterweight champion in history. How much do you want to push him, and do you want to show that youth is on your side and really test the how much Manny has and if there's any ring rust whatsoever?
Yeah, those are questions that I plan on I guess asking, but by what I do in the ring, it's just my job to go in there and do what me, Bob, Richard Barrios, my sister, everything that we're working on in the gym is up to me to go in there on fight night and just try to neutralize what he does and try to dominate in any way that I can. So yeah, I just gotta go in there, just be me, work on the game plan we're working on in the gym, and use all my attributes and my skill set and my youth.
What would a win over Manny Pacquiao on Saturday, July 19th, if they were to say, and still WBC welterweight champion of the world, mean to you and also your entire livelihood and your family's livelihood as well?
Yeah, a victory on July 19th, it means everything. I plan on doing whatever it takes to be, and still to take this strap back to San Antonio, where it's been, and yeah, a victory over the legend. It's huge for me. It's huge, for everything I'm working for. For not only myself, my family, my daughter, and. Yeah, everything's on the line right now, and I know it's a huge task at hand. Like I said, it's a legend for a reason, and But I mean, I have confidence in everything we're working on right now in the gym, and I'm going to be ready.
Manny, how much of a factor do you think that your experience, you've defeated 8 current Hall of Famers, you've been in there against everybody in your generation and even the generation now, the current generation. But do you believe that your experience is going to play a significant factor with you being able to claim that you are the new WBC welterweight champion of the world?
Experience a big factor for this fight. I've been through a lot of hard fights, and experience, I can use that on this fight. But I'm not underestimating my opponent. I have to make sure that I'm 100% conditioned, and because of and I always believe my team, especially Freddy Roach, my coach, Legion coach, Buboy Fernandez, and the rest of the team Pacquiao are very supportive, and we work hard, planning, thinking, because that's we used to do on every fight that we had in the past. We study, we mix boxing into science to make it easier. We study like we're in the school, something like that. That's boxing. That's why I able to become a champion in different 8 division. It's because of what we did in the past, studying boxing, the secret arts of boxing. That's what are we doing right now.
Manny, it's your 14th fight at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. What does it mean for you to be making that ring walk at an arena where you have had some incredible and legendary moments in your career?
Every time I've been in MGM, every time I hear MGM, I always remember my first fight there back then, 2001, June 23, 2001, with the fight against Lino Hanolo Lidwaba, undercard of De La Hoya and Castillo fight. So I always remember that fight. I'm not done yet. Like I'm still doing my job since before until now, and that's favor and blessings from God. Without God, Manny Pacquiao is nothing, and without His strength and guidance, I wouldn't accomplish all those accomplishments in life that I have done in my career. So thank you to all of you. I always grateful and thankful to the fans, of course, to the promotion, media, press, all the press all over the world who are, because of you, boxing is known all over the world, and boxers became popular because of the media and press. So, first is thank you to all of you.
My final question to you, Manny, is this a one-stop where it's going to fight July 19th and you see where you're at, or is it truly I'm back and I'm ready to make another run?
Yes, I'm back.
Mario, you hear it from Manny Pacquiao. Final question to you, Mario Barrios. It's his 14th fight at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. As a prize fighter, you want to be able to headline in Las Vegas. That's a legendary venue. When you walk out, getting ready to defend your title, what does that moment mean to Mario Barrios?
That moment is gonna mean everything. First fight when I fought at the MGM was, I think, 2014. Now I'm headlining, defending my title against the legend. Like I said, and I couldn't be more honored, and just stoked and excited for this opportunity, and I'm ready to fully grasp this and continue to show everybody why I'm the champion. Or one of the champions in my division, and then continue on from there. But first and foremost, July 19th, I got a big task at hand, and like I said, I'm going to be ready.
All right, quickly, we're going to go around. We'll start with our first pay-per-view fight prediction time. Joel Gonzalez, Saturday, July 19th. Your prediction against Brandon Figueroa.
Victory. Victory by any means necessary. Like I said before, I train really hard for every fight. It doesn't matter who it is against, but I'm coming to win, and I'm going to get that win.
Brandon Figueroa, your prediction against Joel Gonzalez.
I'm going to have my hand raised. You know, may the best man win, but I'm coming with everything. I feel like I owe it to the boxing fans after my last performance, and this time I'm just coming with everything.
Can't wait for that one. Our next matchup, Angel Fierro, you match up against Isaac Pitbull Cruz, the rematch. How's it going to unfold?
Bueno, contanos, Ángel, ¿cómo va a resultar esta revancha? ¿Cuál es tu vaticinio?
Vengo por la victoria. Voy a ganar este 19 de julio.
I'm going to win on July 19th. That's it.
Isaac Pitbull Cruz, as you rematch with Angel Fierro, will it be another repeat performance victory for you?
Bueno, se viene otra victoria para vos, Isaac.
Voy a ganar y no tengo nada más que ganar, ya sea decisión o por nocaut.
I'm going to win. There's nothing more to say. So get ready because I'm going to come up with the victory.
Isaac Cruz, Angel Fierro, the rematch. Also another rematch. The challenger, former world champion Tim Tszyu, the rematch against Sebastian Fundora for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World. How's it going down, Tim?
Chop down the tree from the bottom up.
Sebastian Fundora, as you defend your world championship against Tim Tszyu. How is the fight going to play out?
Repeat. Simple like that.
Sebastian Fundora, Tim Tszyu, now Mario Barrios as you defend your WBC Welterweight Championship of the World. The result against Manny Pacquiao on Saturday, July 19th is going to be what?
And still, by any means.
Manny Pacquiao, the challenger, 8-division world champion, International Boxing Hall of Famer. What is the result going to be against Mario Barrios in Las Vegas?
Praying to God to another history of boxing. Thank you, fans. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause to all 8 pay-per-view fighters. We look forward to seeing you in Las Vegas. PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. Do not miss it from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Pre-sale tickets are available, AXS.com right now until 10 p.m. Use the code word PBC on sale to the general public tomorrow at 10 a.m. on AXS.com. Good luck to all the fighters. And now we are going to get them to all take photos and face off. We'll see you in Fight Week in Las Vegas. PBC having an incredible summer. And thank you very much. Looking forward to seeing you in Las Vegas. Good luck to all the fighters.
Really appreciate it, brother. Do your thing, man. Biggest moment of your life. I'll ask you more next week stuff. Yeah. I just wanted to get you personally. Oh, yeah. Like kind of the basics. Yeah, the basics. You want to see what it is to know you. I mean, not that they don't, but even more so. You know what I mean? Yeah. They get hit that message.
No, 100%, bro. And like that's what I feel like everyone's more like hyped on that shit anyway.
Yeah, we'll go to that. Yeah. I want people to be like, I've known you forever. Yeah. And I want to tell your story. You know? Yeah. So go out, do your thing, man. Have a good one, bro.
Thank you, brother. Good, Isaac. All good, all good.
Go downstairs in front of the stage, okay?
Media. Okay, media, here's what we're going to do. Everybody be patient. Sebastian Fondor, Tim Zhu are going to be down here. Hang on one sec. Manny Pacquiao and Mr. Barrios are going to stay up. If you want to come and get interviews with them, you go over to the side there and get in the line. Tim Zhu and Sebastian will be down here. Everybody be patient, okay?
All right, Manny, go to I really want you. I just want to buy the banner. We're going to bring him up to the stage. Would you be okay if we stand in front of the banner?
I'm okay.
You guys get in line, okay?
Sit back, wait for it.